Oh boy. So, folks, yeah, Fallout the Frontier had dropped, well, like last week. And, I've been basically working hard to get Fallout New Vegas to run on Windows 10, which is, it's an interesting beast. It's an interesting beast. Now, I am running this with not just the Frontier, but other mods. So, before we do that, why don't we actually look at the mods we'll be running? And once this is up on YouTube, after the stream is done and all of that, I'll compile a list of those mods and I'll put them in the description. Obviously, it's a little hard to do that when you're... I suppose I could preload it, but I didn't think to preload my list of mods. So, we've got the Great Mojave Interior overall. I have basically a few things to just kind of make regular New Vegas. They're probably not going to be relevant in the Frontier, to be honest, but I installed a bunch of mods that basically just are sort of quality of life and immersion things. So this one, basically, it adds miscellaneous places to the Mojave. I also have a World of Pain, which does the same thing. So I have those two, sort of world building mods in place. We have laser weapon iron sights. Name is pretty self-explanatory. We have automatic weapons fix, which is... I also have the reload on animation fix as well, but it fixes a sound bug. First is that if you're out of ammo and keep firing the fire button pressing, then your weapon will continue to play the firing animation until you let go of the attack button. And second, if you stop attacking with certain weapons and start again, right away there'll be no firing sound. So it's basically just, again, it's a fix. And I have the reload one as well, which is, where is it? This is basically the reload 1x1 Magnum Hunting Revival. And so basically it says here, now your character will continue to move normally after reloading such guns and will even perform legit looking cocking, triggering maneuvers or pump actions. So there's just little kind of fixes because I always try to start off with just basically fixes. The DLC weapon integration mod is one I really love. Basically, what this mod does is it kind of the non-unique weapons from the DLCs are kind of distributed across the game into the level lists and whatnot. Just so it's just not like it's all just dumped into one big you have to get them at the gunrunner arsenal. No, you can kind of get them everywhere. So kind of just distributes everything a little bit wider. So as we can see here, we got the automatic rifle, we got the auto rifle upgrade, the bear trap fist, gas bomb, police pistol, 45, tomahawk, layer, so on and so forth, arc welder. They're just kind of distributed across the game. Enhanced item info is just always useful. It's a HUD. It's a HUD mod. And we take a look at images. Do they not have images available? No. And you'll be able to see it right away. Basically what it does is here. So companion inventory weight shown inside a companion trade menu. List of recipes for items and ingredients. Value weight ratio. It's, like I said, it's just extra information. It's just there. It's nice quality of life stuff. We have Eve, the good old... the essential visuals enhancement for laser weapons. We have the Gunrunner Arsenal integration mod. Again, that's part of the entire DLC weapon integration mod. Just makes the weapons a little bit more fun out there. We've got Imp's more complex needs, and we'll see how well that works. I had never really run with Imp for a long period of time. I have Jip's companion control. I've got Jip's improved recipe menu. Jip has a plugin that's pretty much required for all of them. We got Jip Selective Fire, which gives you some alternate fire options. Got the mod configuration menu. This is another bunch of scripts. Just Assorted Mods is what you see there. It gives you all those things. And if I remember correctly, Just Loot menu is similar to Fallout 4's menu. Yeah. That's what it was. I thought so. We got the Just Assorted Mods. We've got this one. I'm sure most of you will install, even if you're not a mod person. Basically, it stops the annoying pop-up menu of like, oh, Honest Hearts is installed. Oh, such and such is installed. It just moves them up to a message box in the top of the corner and throws in gives you a little note in your inventory. It's just like, yeah. We've got the New Vegas Anti-Crash, New Vegas Tick Fix. Again, just little fixes. Perk per level. Some of you may consider this cheating or not, but basically it raises the level cap to 100 and it gives me a perk every level instead of a perk every 2 levels. I just prefer it that way. This is the unique Plasma Defender and Plasma Defender integration. Again, this is all part of integrating weapons into the level list. I hate ambient. I love the game. I love the game's music, but I hate the ambient noise that just kind of distracts you from like this place has like 2 people in it, and we hear like 40 people cavorting, or like there's gunshots in the distance. If there's gunshots, I want to know it's actually a firefight in my area. So I have that. I have ambient temperature. I have no annoying crowd ambient noises. Signature weapons is a fun one. There's a mod like this for Skyrim as well, and basically what it allows you to do is you pick one weapon and it just sort of gets better and better as you use it more. So, I figured we're probably going to have one weapon for a good period of time. I mean, there's a lot of new weapons in the Frontier, so maybe I'll keep switching weapons out. But if I find one I particularly like, it will scale with me as time goes on. Stewie's Tweaks just has a ton of quality of life tweaks. Like, there is a massive I&I file it includes with it. The Brotherhood Helios one will probably never get to Helios 1 to see the overhaul of Helios 1, but it's there if we need it. Karma perks. Again, this is just me being weird and liking stuff that sort of improves immersion. And this is basically just gives you various perks for depending on your karma level. So right here, what this mod does is add 7 new perks in New Vegas that are given or removed depending on your karma level. I have a rifle animation pack, a pistol animation pack. This removes the pop-ups during the tutorial because we are going through the tutorial, we're making a new character, but we don't need the pop-ups. We've all seen them a million times. Faster walk and run. Again, just little qualities of life things. Unofficial patch plus. I don't know if this will be affected by Frontier, but basically it allows the NCR to have traveling convoys, including having actual trucks that drive. Since we always play with a female character, Vault Girl interface, weaponry texture project, weapon mesh improvement project, weapon mods expanded, so there's more mods for weapons. Pretty standard stuff. Another unofficial patch. Hand loader and vigilant recycler tweak those 2 perks, so they're a little bit more useful. Project Nevada actually clashes with the Frontier. It actually says this when you launch up the game with Project Nevada installed. It'll actually say that Project Nevada clashes. So I actually had to disable that, even though it's one of my favorite mods. We've got another retexture mod. I don't even know if we're going to see the Some Guy series of New Vegas Bounties. So I haven't enabled their entire series, but maybe. We'll see. Legion Quest expanded. I don't know if we're going to even see the Legion Quests. We get more Mojave, which again is and just like a World of Pain. It's all expansions. New Vegas Interior Project. Powered Power Armor, something I've always loved. Just giving power armor more of that. I guess it's more of a Fallout 4 feel. It feels more useful. It feels more like a unique. It feels like power. It's got powerful stuff. It can be. You can add mods to it. Smart helmets is just a fun little mod where you auto equip helmets based on circumstances. So when you're in a conversation, you'll take your helmet off. Powered power armor vendor fix, you might imply, helps distribute the powered power armor mods across vendors a little bit better. Plausible starting outfit. This is literally the outfit that you see in first person in the opening cinematic. Because remember, when you start the game, they give you the vault suit, but the outfit that you started in, you never see again. So this is actually that. There's the frontier right there. There's user interface organizer. Weapon specialty traits, just to give us some more trait options. Improve traits, just tweak some of the traits. More traits and perks. Realistic 4 eyes is one I always kind of find fun to play with, because if you take 4 eyes, basically what it'll do is when you're not wearing glasses, the game will look all kind of blurry and fuzzy. Everyone knows about Two Bears high-fiving. I will not talk more about it. You know about it, and you will see it when we get there. I don't know if we're going to bring Sunny Styles with us because, well, I don't know. The Frontier is recommended for level 11 or higher, which means we're going to have to get to a level 11 to start the Frontier. And they can bootstrap you. There is an option right as soon as you leave Dr. Mitchell's house to just jump you to level 11, give you a bunch of perk points. The problem is you don't get to choose your, skill points. You don't get to choose your perks. You have to choose one from a list of, classes, and I don't really like the idea of going of a class-based build. I kind of like to build my build as the character envelops. So, yeah, don't know about that. But that is all for the future. And then this is just a restored animation. Just an animation out there that got restored. So, with that all said, let's jump into Fallout: The Frontier. And we'll see how this monster actually starts. That's not even doing a load. Because if we're going to look at the plausible starting outfit, it might be a good idea to have a reference of what we're talking about. So, see, there we are.
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. Their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River.
Looks like the opening animatic got broken by something.
Occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held
Yes, they're going on with the opening animatic. It's not properly centered.
The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face.
The opening movie is being weird, isn't it? I'm sure one of my mods broke it. I don't know which one. I don't actually care enough to try and troubleshoot it.
From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Alright. Basically, it's all going up there in the corner.
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
I'm gonna go with Miss Tesmaka. Tesmaka!
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Now. That was a good start. Go straight into randomize. Duh! Okay. Something broke the eyes. Yes. The heck? Yes. That'll work. That'll work. Just don't want the freaky purple eyes.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that bigger tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. You're looking good so far. Go ahead and give the bigger tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties.
Well, let's just blitzkrieg through so we get to the end and actually do it quick and fast. So this is a new area. I don't know what we're going to expect, but I'm going to go charisma heavy because it will probably be useful. I'm going to say feeding intelligence wouldn't be bad. And we'll throw a point into agility. And that'll be our build. We'll see how well it works out when we get to the frontier. Because that'll be well past the point of no return. Since the point of no return is leaving Good Springs. So we'll see how this all ends up working out.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there. But after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your vitals are good. But that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered in a big one in trouble. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog. House.
Where would it be? It's weird. I can't find house giving me an option for like job. I may make a mod for that because that feels like it'd be a fun little nod to, you know, the actual game. Anyway, house. Investment?
Night.
Campfire, dream, night, sleep.
Bandit.
Reasonable. Reasonable. Bandit, vaporize. Torch?
Mother.
Human shield. There are some really insane options in here. We'll go with regret.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
I'm gonna say, yeah.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Disagree, because I'm definitely gonna grab a
I'm
companion.
always fixing to be the center of attention.
Sure, why not?
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
No opinion.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Disagree. We're probably gonna go in a
Almost
self
done
build.
here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see. Okay. How about this one?
I'm too embarrassed to say what it looks like.
Last one.
Obviously, we all know what this one looks like. It's two bears high-fiving.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Alrighty, so definitely sneak and speech makes sense. I don't think explosive fits. I'm going to say, though, probably survival. Yeah, that means we don't have any weapon specialty, but wait and see.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. You got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history.
Ooh, those feet. I need to find a better mod, because, ooh, God, those feet.
Find you got a family history.
So I don't know how often we'll see the character's feet, so. Oof. Anyway. There's some weird stuff going on with these multiple versions of the Destroyer. Now. Like I said, 4 eyes is definitely a thing. There's some weird stuff going on here. But we've got 3 to work with. There are 2 I'm definitely going to want to go with, though. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Is small frame in here? Should be. Small frame. Now, let's see what we're going to do as our third option. Because you can see, my mods have given me a third option. Camerliant. Oh, wait. Let's be honest, we're probably going to be indoors quite a bit, so that doesn't make sense. Although, let's be honest, we're probably going to have to do a lot of fighting at night, because, yeah, I'm going hardcore, so, something where light is our enemy. So, probably not an early bird. Your family has a history of being shot in the head and other assorted mishaps. Your family also has a history of saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. You doubt the two are related, though. Your sins are 15% more resistant, but you suffered 10% to your speech skill. Now that might be interesting for a different run. Look at that one, Fear the Reaper. You gain 20% more experience, but every time you level up, you're reduced to 10% of your current health. That's an interesting one. Because instead of actually gaining health refresh when you level up, you actually get dropped down to 10%. And that could be an interesting play game. Anyway, Feral Child. So we can't get more deadly radiation. Let's see, Ghoulish Glow. Interesting. So gain +1 to all stats, -5 to all skills, and 2 less skill points per level. That's an interesting one. I might do that again in the Fear the Reaper Let's Play in the future. That sounds interesting. Breathe underwater. That's an interesting one. I mean, given my playstyle, this seems like a no-brainer. But what's the other options? That's interesting. I mean, that is definitely an interesting trait. Maybe Fear the Reaper, tie it with Protean. That may be the 3 we do with a Fear the Reaper play. That almost feels perfect. Skilled. Then we have the specialists, as you might see. Bonus damage. That's an interesting one there. Strange case. And of course, Old Wild Wasteland. But I am thinking... maybe not skilled. That could be interesting, really. During the night, you're more aggressive and hedonistic. Your action points recover faster. You're 25% more likely to become addicted to chem. During the day, you deal less damage, but receive bonuses to medicine and science, which may work well with our playstyle. During the day, we're going to be primarily talking to people. During the night, we're primarily going to be trying to fight. So, we can take advantage of low light and all that. That has potential. That has some serious potential. Let's give Strange Case a try. I'll just pick one of them. Yeah, I can only take 3. Okay.
Come with me, I'll see you out.
Now, before we move forward, the first thing I want to do, pull up the console, player.set scale 0.9. Oh, that is too. That might be too small. 9.5. Yeah, I think that works well for when you have the small frame. I always like to decrease the size of the character. Before we do that, a World of Pain emergency starter box. I'm going to go with Repairman.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
And yes, we are doing hardcore mode. And there you can see, there's the outfit. Now let's open up the Pip-Boy. We'll go over to items. See if we can't get... I might have to reinstall the mod for Four Eyes. It's not seeming to proc right now, or maybe it's just really low priority. But where is it? Yeah, because we should see, if we go over to stats, skills, got quite a few things there, don't we? Yeah, Four Eyes. Yeah, there might be a conflict between the two. I'll have to take a look at that in the background between episodes. See what's going on with Four Eyes, because it should definitely be proccing. We should have blurred vision, but I am not seeing any indication of that. And there it is. There's the loot mod in play, as you can see. Can't repair it. Don't have repair 25. Don't have science of 25. Now I'm trying to see if he has a pair of glasses around here. I may have to add him via console. right. In that case, help glasses. Help glasses 4. Why is it not showing up? 2. Help. Yeah, why can I not find reading glasses? Fallout New Vegas glasses. Right. Eyeglasses. Alright. So they are... Alright. Player dot add item 34 OFD 1. So then, let us see if we can pop the mod by getting those glasses on. Maybe I have to trigger it first. Alright, and if we take off the eyeglasses... Alright, so something is overriding... Is there any indication I can say of it working or not working? Yeah. I'm going to have to take a look at that mod. Something is overriding it. Yeah, ignore quick start. So, like, even without the DLC giving us annoying pop-ups, we still have to deal with them loading all the quests. And you can see there, quick loot. Lovely little mod. Part of the miscellaneous mods tweak. And again, this is all of our prep, so let's get everything sort of queued up, shall we? Oh, we have, oh yeah, there's bullet time, isn't there? equip on enter combat. I'm just going to kind of see a bunch of stuff in here. We want to make sure everything that's relevant is relevant. Now, sprint is supposed to be left shift, right? There we go. There's our sprint working. There's bullet time. I'll take a quick look. Sure. I definitely look at that stuff up in the corner. I need to find a way of moving that. Now that is actually from... Yeah, it's not going to give me an option, is it? It's not going to show up in here, weirdly enough. Yeah, I am going to have to figure out how to move the stuff for Imp. But for now...
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
What makes surplus ammo inferior?
It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets.
And tell me about weapon mod and special ammo.
Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor.
Do you know about anything about the people who attacked me?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Ever been to New Vegas?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip.
Anything more about Mr. House?
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
Anything you can tell me about the Great Khans?
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
Alright.
Can do.
That's your inventory. Alright, so we've got some GRA stuff already showing up, as you can see. I got the plasma pistol recycler, which is always interesting. But do we actually have the plasma pistol? Does he have it? Because, let's be honest, that would not be a bad thing to find if we could get it. He has the plasma pistol GRA version. I obviously can't afford it because I don't have the 289 caps, but I'm not going to lie. If I can pull off those two things, if I can pull about, what was it, 800 caps, that'd be a nice starting weapon. Well, let's see from the stuff that we've been given. If we could... Well, we don't need that. We've got the weather 10 millimeter. I need a 9 millimeter. A melee weapon's always good, but... Let's see. Do I want to keep the cowboy repeater? I mean, these are all good secondary weapons, but... Now, do you have any plasma pistol ammo? That's a question. We want to see if you have plasma rounds, because we need that. Actually, what do we need? For this, we need energy cells, right? It's free. I'll take it. Well, now that we've got the plasma pistol, which does 38 damage, honestly, I think I'll stick with, yeah, 35 damage, 17 damage, whatever. I'll hang on to the broad machete. I think I'll get rid of these two. Does he have any 10 millimeter? He does not have any 10 millimeter, it looks like. I've already got the pre-war hat. Wow, that pre-war hat is... That's seen better days. So you can have that. We'll trade out pre-war hats. A few stim packs probably wouldn't hurt. And that's probably a good way to start, isn't it?
Pleasure doing business with you. Take it easy now.
So then, let us tinker a bit. Maybe the trader outfit, probably. Pre-war hat. Oh wait, now here. Imp's more complex needs. Time scale. I want to set the time scale to 6. I prefer 6. Let's... Sure, height scaling. Weight scaling. I really do want to move that somewhere else. Now, let us look at our quests. Alright. Talk to Sonny Siles. Yeah, it's probably not gonna. We're not probably not gonna get any quest notifications for the Frontier until we hit level 11. This is definitely not someone from the Frontier because, yeah, they would actually have a voice. This is probably from A World of Pain. What about... can you not point a gun at me?
Morning.
Okay.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you? Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners. Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part like it or not. Towns like Good Springs and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away. Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it. Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out. They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them. The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory. Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered. The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be. The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry. She won't bite unless I tell her to. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Yeah, I think this is a good spot to call it. Because, clearly, there is, something wrong with, Sunny Smiles. I mean, I will follow her outside, because otherwise I won't be able to fix it if she's constantly walking away. But, let's be honest here. I need to troubleshoot some mods. Yeah, I need to troubleshoot a few mods. More than a few mods. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The hell is going on? What the fucking hell is going on? I think I know what's going on, but, yeah, we'll end it here. We will end it here. We will pick it up next time right here. Hopefully with the mods fixed. Mercy me. Mercy me. Alright, folks. So, I hope you enjoyed this little taste of modding madness and the frontier. And, we will go from here in the future. See you guys later.